Welcome students. Today we are going to start with our ninth chapter of science, that is motion and types of motion. See children, in the picture 9.1 some objects are shown and they are in motion. First of all children, in this chapter we are going to learn about first of all what is motion, and then we are going to learn one by one its types of motion. So let us start first. What is motion? See children, before that they have given us this pictures 9.1. Let us observe them. See, in the first picture, that boy is kicking the ball. So when after kicking the ball, what happens? The ball is in motion. The top is moving. That means the top is in motion. Okay, the boy is throwing this ball upwards. Later on, that ball is coming downwards. That means the object is in motion. Object is here is the ball. Here is also the object is the ball. Here the object is the top. Then in this, aeroplane is flying. That means it is in motion. Okay, thus person is rotating this wheel for making the pot. That means the wheel is moving continuously. Children, all these objects, ball, top, aeroplane, this wheel, ball, they are all not standing at one place. They are not stationary. Stationary means they are not at one place. They are continuously what? Moving. So any object which is moving, it is called as what? It is in motion. Motion means that object is continuously moving. So here are these pictures given to show us which are the objects are in motion. So children, see here, objects in motion. In day-to-day life, we see many moving objects. The objects which are continuously moving, they are said to be what? Objects in motion. So moving objects are said to be the objects in motion. The object, if it is standing, suppose that ball is in only one place, it is not moving. That means that object is not in, that ball is not in motion. When the boy has kicked that ball, then that ball is in the motion. So it is in moving. So then we can say that the object is in motion. So discuss which objects in the above pictures are in motion, what differences are seen in their motion. So children, we have seen all the objects are in the motion. But children, what is the difference? That there is a difference in their motion. That wheel is moving in round. That top is also moving in round. That ball, third picture, the boy is throwing that ball upwards. That means it is in a straight motion. Then it's coming down. Then this is in a straight line motion. Yes or no? So the objects are all in motion, but the motions which are that, they are in different motions. So that types we are going to see now. So first of all, they have tell us the motions definition by giving some examples. See children, while waiting for a bus at a bus stop, other vehicles appears to be in a state of motion. Children, when we are standing for the bus at a bus stop, you are standing still, but the other vehicles which are seen on the road, children, they are in a motion because they are moving. Motion means what? Children, they are moving. They are not standing. You are standing, but that vehicles which are moving on the road, when we are standing at the bus stop for the bus, they are continuously moving. That means they are in a state of motion. On the other hand, when you are in motion yourself, a still objects appear to be moving. Children, but what happens, sometimes you are in also motion, but the other objects which are still you feel that they are also moving. For example, the best example they have given is that trees are seen run backwards while you are traveling in the train. See, this picture is given. When you are sitting in the train, these trees which are outside the window, you feel that they are going backwards, but children, they are not moving backwards. You are in a motion, but you feel that trees are also going backwards. Okay children, while you are traveling in a train, if an object is seen by an observer to change its place continuously, the object is said to be in motion. Children, when we say that the object is in motion, when it changes its place, what it changes? It changes the place, then we say that the object is in motion. Change of a place of an object is called as a displacement. And when the object changes the place from A place to the B place, object moves, okay, then we say that the object has done what? Displacement. An object in motion continuously undergoes displacement. The continuous displacement of an object is called motion. So what is motion? the continuous displacement of an object. The object always change its place from one place to another. That means it is in motion also, it is moving also, and it changes its place also. So displacement also takes place. So that is only called as motion. So what is the definition of motion? Very important, children. Remember the definition. The continuous, it is happening what? Continuous displacement. Displacement means changing place of that object from one place to another. That is called as a motion. Now children, let us study about the types of motion. The very first motion which we are going to study is about the linear motion, children. Very important. The first motion, linear motion. A train, best example they have given you. A train in a train or a moving vehicle. See, this is a car, it is moving in a particular lane. Okay, and this train is moving on a track. So a train or a moving vehicle on a road may travel in a straight line or in the same direction. They will move in the same direction and in the straight line. So such a motion of an object is called as a linear motion. When an object moves continuously in same direction in same straight line, that motion of an object is called as a linear motion. This train will not suddenly take a turn. This car which is moving in this particular lane will suddenly on a highway will not take a turn, okay, suddenly. It is moving continuously in the same direction in a straight line. Such motion is called as a linear motion. An object in a linear motion shows displacement along a straight line. Now see here, children, if you stand on a chair and release a ball from your hand, it falls to the floor. Yes or no, children? This ball, if you release from the top, what do you conclude? The ball will fall in a straight line only. It will not move here or there. It will fall in a straight line only. So such a motion of an object which falls in a straight line and in the same direction, that motion of an object is called as a linear motion. Very important. Okay. Example of a train or a moving vehicle on a road. Remember the definition and the examples also. Now children, we are going to see the types of linear motion. Before that, children, they have given us compare the motion of soldiers on a parade and a girl coming down a slide. Two examples they are giving to explain us about two types of motions, that is uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. First we have studied about linear motion. There are two types of linear motion. The first one is uniform linear motion and the second one is non-uniform linear motion. For explaining this, they have given us example of these soldiers and the girl coming down from a slide. See children, these are the soldiers doing the parade. The motion of soldiers in a parade is the same. During that period, not even a slight difference is seen. Children, see, these soldiers who are doing the parade, they will cover the same distance in same time. Okay, for suppose from here till from A point to B point, they require 1 minute, suppose. So from B to C also they will require 1 minute only. So the time required to change the place will be same only. Okay. But in the second example of a girl coming down from a slide, children, see here, however, the motion of the girl coming down the slide does not appear to be uniform. The girl comes down and faster and faster. The speed of her motion goes on increasing continuously. Children, what happens? See, this girl, first of all, she is here. Till here she will suppose takes 20 seconds. And after down coming, when she comes more down, she will come faster. Maybe she will require only 10 seconds. So the time is not same. From first she will come very slow. Later on she will become fast. So the time required to cover the distances is not same. So such a motion is called as a non-uniform linear motion. And however, in the motion of the parade, soldiers during the parade, what happens, children? The time required to travel a particular distance is same. Okay, so that will be the uniform linear motion. So the motion of the marching soldiers is uniform linear motion because in this motion no change is seen. Okay. On the other hand, the motion of the girl coming down is which type of motion? Non-uniform linear motion. So these are the two main types of linear motion. Its definition is given here, very important. Uniform linear motion: when the distance traversed by an object along a straight line in unit time is continuously the same. Here what happened, children? To cover a particular distance, okay, distance, the time is same, so that motion is called as a uniform linear motion. What example you will give of soldiers doing the parade? Okay, soldiers doing the parade. And in the second is non-uniform linear motion. Here you will give the example of that girl coming down from a slide. When the distance traversed by object along a straight line, the motion is in straight line only, but the time required keeps on changing. Such motion is called as a non-uniform linear motion. Understood, children? So we have studied about the first type of motion, that is linear motion, and we have studied its two types: uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. Okay, best example in uniform linear will give of soldiers doing the parade, and non-uniform, the girl coming down from a slide. Now second type of motion is non-linear motion. In that we are going to study again different types of motions. Okay, in first was linear motion. In that we have studied two types, uniform and non-linear. Now second important is non-linear motion. In non-linear motion again we will study different types of motion. Now what is non-linear motion, children? The motion of an object that does not move in a straight line is called non-linear motion. Non-linear motion are also of following types. Children, linear motion means that motion which is along a straight line. Okay, it's two types we have seen, uniform and non-uniform linear. Now we are going to see non-linear. Non-linear means the motion of an object which does not move in a straight line. Now let us study its examples, some different types of motions of under non-linear. What kind of movement does a swing in a park show? Children, everybody goes in a swing garden, sorry, and you have seen this swing. Okay, the swing always come back from one end to the other end. It takes about same time for each swing or oscillation. Children, you have seen this swing. It first it comes in, it is in center. When you take a swing, it goes backwards, again it comes for a frontwards, goes backwards, it comes frontwards. So this is called as a swing. What it is called as a swing. Okay, or you can call it as a oscillation also, that it goes backward, comes front. Okay, this movement of a swing is called as a oscillatory motion. So such a motion, moving of an object backwards and front, that motion is called as a oscillatory motion. So what are the other examples you can give of oscillatory? Movement of a pendulum of a clock. Old times the clocks were there, no, in the big havelis. Okay, see, like this it is used to move. It is like a pendulum. Okay, the wings of a birds, the needle of a sewing machine. Sewing machine needle also goes front, goes up, come down, goes up, come down. The vibrating diaphragm of a tabla or a drum. The tabla or drums, that white color part is there upwards. Okay, when you bang it, it comes upwards, it goes down, it comes upwards. Vibration when it takes place, what happens? It comes upwards, it goes downwards. So these are the examples of oscillatory motion. So what is the definition of oscillatory motion? The motion of a body that is oscillating, that is swinging back and forth. It goes back and it comes in front. Such a motion of an object is called as a oscillatory motion. So this is the first type which we have studied, first motion under non-linear motion. The motion of an object, motion of a body which is oscillating, that is swinging back and forth, is called oscillatory motion. Many examples you can give. Girl taking swing in a garden, pendulum of a clock. Okay, then diaphragm of a tabla or a drum, wings of a bird. Like these examples you can give. Then second motion is circular motion, third one is periodic motion, and the last one is random motion, and speed and distance. This we are going to see in the next video. Okay, so till then revise your lesson till here. We have started with the motions. First we have seen what is motion, what are the types of motion. Under that first linear motions types we have seen uniform linear motion, non-uniform linear motion. Second motion we have started non-linear. Under that we have seen the first motion, oscillatory motion, its examples. In the next video we are going to see the remaining types of motions. So revise your lesson till here.